is checked in for Chicago.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Oh, get it! Uh-oh. Watch out now.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Washington leading now by 6. Jordan against Jordan. .109 left in the first half. And the shot falls short this time.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
A baseline J. And Kobe gets it to go.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
And there's the call on Durant. Chicago making a switch here. Malone's checked in. Jordan against Bryant. The drive by Jordan. For Washington, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Free throw good, Jordan. George is checked in for Chicago. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. For 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Malone. Goes to the fadeaway and cleans it.
That's old school right there, and I like it, the fadeaway.
The drive by Jordan. Here's Robinson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very bad. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
And the first half ends in a close one. Washington leads by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 17 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
Malone is out there with Irving. Then there's Kobe. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Olajuwon in the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Bryant drives in, and he gets it to go. Kobe's got the first basket of the second half here for Chicago.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Chicago trails by 5. Malone kicks to Bryant. Olajuwon with a screen on James. He took good advantage of that screen. 9 points for Kobe Bryant.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Here's Robinson, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right. Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Jordan with it. Guarded now by Irving. Olajuwon with a screen on Jordan. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
They get it back. The kick out to Bryant. Some changes for Chicago. Russell comes in for Olajuwon. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Irving. James dishes to Robinson.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Kevin Durant. The drive by Jordan. Can't hit. Nice D from Durant.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Malone. And stolen by Irving. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Sinks that one from the post. James has got 12. Here's Chicago. And 3 from Jordan. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Artest the pass to LeBron. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Chicago trails by 8. Artest against Durant. And Jordan sends it back. Got a piece of it. And Bryant kicks to Jordan. Back to Kobe. Here's the 3. Rebound, Washington.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Irving for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron got his 7th assist in the game. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Olajuwon's checked in for Russell. Griffin comes in for Malone. George is checked in for Kobe. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jordan. For 3, Westbrook. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Now Griffin inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover is so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Griffin sets the screen for George.
They need to take it one possession at a time and not try to rush their three-point attempts here. If you have a good look at the 3, take it with confidence. But if not, run your offense and get a good shot.
Out to the right wing. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3.
Well, I like it, guys. I mean, better execution defensively here in the second half. You can tell they've made some adjustments.
And the basket good. Pippen's got his second basket.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Washington leading now by 10. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Kawhi Leonard, D-Wade out there with Pippen, and it's Durant.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry, so I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
And finished off by Rose. Out of this world. Aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
It's Pippen with the drive. Three-pointer, Wade. Outside for Durant. Outside Pippen. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Second chance shot. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Chicago making a switch here. Ryan's checked in.
And guys, the league has taken some steps to pick up the pace of the game. Over the last decade, we've seen a lot of rule changes with hand checks and zone defenses, and tightening up flagrant foul rules and physical play in general.
Washington leading now by 9. The drive by Jordan. And Washington again with the bucket.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Feeds it to LeBron. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, we've seen that a few times today. Their defense has got to toughen up here.
What a game for LeBron. He has 15 points and 7 assists.
Tell you what, this guy is just an unstoppable force, guys.
There's been nothing they can do to stop him.
That's his first personal foul.
Pass to Jordan. This one for 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. Jordan with it. Picked up by Bryant. Artest kicks to Jordan. 6 to shoot. He's feeling it. No good. And it's Chicago the other way.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact.
vato. Running